Okay, let's take a quick look at the WeBWorK online homework system. So you can access this from course information or just click the link here. It always opens in a new window for me, which I don't really understand, so I just drag that and put it back on here. So when you log in, it will automatically create a login, or sorry, when you click that link, it will automatically create a login through D2L. If you want to access it another way, that's fine. You just go into user settings and you can change your password. The password it assigns you when you log in through D2L should be your G number with a capital G, although I had a problem with that this term, so if it's not working, just let me know. But you can always use the link to log in, so it shouldn't be a problem. So when you go here to homework sets, you'll see all the homework sets for the term. Most of them are not open yet. I don't want to overwhelm people with a lot of stuff that we have not learned. The orientation is the first thing you'll look at. It's just some basic problems. You can see the little pop-up here to train students on how to use WeBWorK. It takes, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes. It's things like entering math, rounding, exponents, stuff like that. So let's look at something like this. So if I go into one of these sets, and I just pick a problem 8 here. Given the data set below, calculate the range, mean, sample variance, and sample standard deviation. This is something you'll learn this week in the content. But so I could just enter answers like 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then I can check answers. You won't be able to. But if I submit my answers, it'll say, oh, I got them all wrong. So that's a problem. I can try again. There's no penalties for trying again. Try as many times as you want. Some of them are multiple choice, but try to avoid random guessing. Sometimes it works, but try not to. On this one, you're not going to be able to randomly guess. You will need to calculate these using a calculator, or probably a spreadsheet program is easier. You can check your previous answers down here with the Show Past Answers button. But probably what you are going to do is just keep trying it until you get these right. If you get stuck, though, use this button. I can click Email Instructor, and I can say, hello, Mr. Rupp. Or actually, I could probably just say, hello, Vincent. We're pretty casual here at PCC. I am having some huge difficulty on this problem because I suddenly overnight forgot how to read numbers. Not a very common problem. I don't expect you'll have that during the term. Please help with the calculation for the standard deviation, and thanks. And then I can sign it, VRUP, and I just hit send email. Super easy, it'll just show you here, but then you just return to your work, takes you back to what you're working on. Now, when I go into my email, look, I already have it. I have a special filter here for WeBWorK emails. I cleared it out, so archive the old ones. Everything here is just new to this term. So I click that, I can see the message here, and it provides me a link. So when I click this, I can see the exact problem you were working on. A lot of these numbers are randomly generated, so different students will get different problems. But I can look at your exact numbers, and then I can write back. And if I want to, I can actually see the correct answers here. And I can say, oh, like, if you enter 33.118, I can say, okay, well, you're pretty close. If for this one you entered 25, I can say, well, you probably rounded it too much, something like that. So make good use of that. Usually with these questions, if a lot of people have the same question, I would just go over it in class. If I get a few emails about the same question, I will probably just upload a video or something like that instead. You can check your grades in here anytime you want. You can see I haven't really done any of these. Homework sets. Now, orientation, you have a week to do. Please do that quickly. That's important. Otherwise, basics of data, one variable calculations, and displaying data are due April 13th. However, this term, I'm making it a little bit more flexible. You can get reduced credit until basically the end of the term, June 12th. Reduced credit, this term I set to 90%, which is pretty generous, and I hope I'm not encouraging too many people to put these off too long. There are quite a lot of WeBWorK questions, a few hundred in total, so if you put them off until the first or second week of June, you are going to have a lot of work ahead of you. And the other thing to know is this gets put straight into your grades. So if I go in here and view this as a student, I'm not sure I have the grade stuff 100% set up yet, but WeBWorK is in here. And it will show my WeBWorK right now is 0 out of 150. Now, your WeBWorK grade is going to bounce around through the term. because when a new set opens, this is going to drop. And then when you do problems, it'll keep going back up. So just be aware if you get an announcement that it dropped a lot, it's not that you did anything wrong, it's just that some new sets opened. Hopefully that all makes sense. If not, just use that email instructor button and let me know.